station commander, so your recruiting team that helped get future soldier Oli in here ready to go is standing right here holding the flag for you. Honestly, don't get to do this with the family members a lot. Work schedules, that things of that nature generally directly oppose the timeline that they're under. So a lot of future soldiers enlist at the MEPS, with their peers, and their recruiters, but pretty much by themselves. So whenever we get the opportunity to do an oath of enlistment with the family, that's a major deal. Now, talking to you for a second, the people that are standing here right now is the reason why you are standing right there. Right? Yep. You've got a lot of parents and family here who have sacrificed for you, gone out of their way to make sure that you had opportunities and such. So make sure that you tell them how grateful you are, right? Because none of us go anywhere by ourselves, right?
Yes.
And I know, thank you to the parents, grandparents, cousin, brother,
Stepbrother.
regardless, everybody, I'm sure at some point has gone out of their way for you, and you have for them too, I'm sure.
Yes.
But that's what family is for, right? So, there's that. Welcome, right? You have enlisted. We're going 25 Sierra, so we're going into the communications profession, right? Communication signal. Everybody who has served knows you're in a lot of trouble if you can't talk to people. You could have a whole lot of resources in a given area, but if you can't tell them what to do or when to do it or anything like that, then they may as well not be there, right? So it's a very important job you're taking on. Always remember that it is vital that we have communications to left and right, up and down, okay? Because it keeps us all safe and it makes sure that we can do our jobs. The flag, okay? I always talk about this when I get the opportunity to do this. This flag is not just the symbol of our nation, it's more than just nylon and polyester and linen, okay? This flag has existed in various forms since the foundation of our country, and under these colors people have sacrificed literally everything to protect the tenets of freedom, justice, and equality for all Americans. And I always highlight the point because some people need to hear it, but you think of an American, I don't know what comes to mind, but it shouldn't be any specific image necessarily. Since we are the melting pot of nations, Americans represent all races, all creeds, all colors, religions, all under this flag, and all of them have sacrificed under it. Moreover, too, around the world, there are people who have seen this flag coming that have been under tyranny or oppression, and for them, it symbolizes justice, right, in unjust times. When you put this uniform on, you're always going to have a flag on your shoulder, and the flag is not facing backwards, it's flying into the wind, it's advancing forward, and it's soldiers that advance it forward. So whenever you put this uniform on, or even when you're out of uniform and you're out in the public, I need you to understand that you have just become part of something that is much bigger than yourself. You don't just represent yourself or your family anymore, you also represent the Army. And there are people out there in the public, they're going to hold you to a higher standard. They're going to expect more from you because you're going to go through some tough things, a lot of training, and people expect you to execute that higher standard out there in the public and be a leader amongst people, okay? So, in recognition of everything I just said, can we hoist it just a little bit? You're going to take the flag in your left hand and grab some cloth, okay? You're going to raise your right hand. Repeat after me. Attention to the oath.
Attention to the oath.
I state your name.
I, Owen O'Lean,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I will obey the orders
and I will obey the orders
of the President
of the President
of the United States
of the United States
and the orders
and the orders
of the officers
of the officers
appointed over me,
appointed over me,
according to the regulations
according to the regulations
and the Uniform Code
and the Uniform Code
of Military Justice.
of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
thank you for helping me along my journey, everybody, and I love you all.
Short, and sweet.
Okay.
Y'all come forward.